The notion of bringing ancient animals back from extinction has intrigued scientists and the general public for years, often sparking debates about its feasibility and ethical implications. While this concept has been relegated to the realm of science fiction for much of modern history, advances in genetic engineering have made the revival of long-extinct species a real possibility. One of the most exciting and controversial examples of this effort is the push to resurrect the woolly mammoth, a colossal creature that vanished from the Earth more than 10,000 years ago during the last ice age. Recent headlines have captured the world's attention with the bold claim that the woolly mammoth could be brought back to life within the next 4 years. This ambitious prediction comes from Colossal Biosciences, a biotechnology startup co-founded by entrepreneur Ben Lamb and Harvard geneticist George Church, a pioneer in the field of gene editing. Their objective is to merge ancient science and modern technology, unlocking the genetic secrets of this long-gone species and ushering it back into existence. How exactly would this work? The process starts with ancient DNA, preserved for thousands of years in permafrost, which has been extracted from woolly mammoth remains. This DNA is then sequenced and compared to that of the Asian elephant, a close genetic relative of the mammoth. Using a technique known as CRISPR, scientists can splice woolly mammoth genes into the DNA of an Asian elephant, creating a hybrid embryo. In theory, this embryo could develop into a living, breathing creature that would share many characteristics with the woolly mammoth, such as its long, shaggy hair, thick skin, and ability to thrive in cold environments. Colossal Biosciences argues that bringing back the woolly mammoth is not just about satisfying humanity's curiosity. The company envisions this project as an opportunity to help combat climate change by restoring ecosystems. Woolly mammoths once played a vital role in maintaining the health of the Arctic tundra. They would trample down snow and ice, enabling cold air to penetrate the ground and keep permafrost, frozen soil containing large amounts of carbon, intact. As the permafrost melts, vast quantities of carbon dioxide and methane are released, contributing to global warming. The idea is that reintroducing mammoths or creatures similar to them into these environments could help slow or even reverse this process by transforming the tundra into a more sustainable ecosystem. The concept of de-extinction has captivated scientists for decades, and the woolly mammoth isn't the only species being considered for revival. Other efforts have focused on animals like the passenger pigeon, the Tasmanian tiger, and even the saber-toothed tiger. However, the woolly mammoth remains the most iconic candidate, largely because of its size, charisma, and symbolic link to prehistoric life. The prospect of seeing one of these creatures in the flesh stirs the imagination and raises profound questions about our relationship with the past. Of course, the effort to bring back the woolly mammoth is not without its challenges. For one, the technology, while promising, is still in its early stages. Successfully editing and integrating ancient DNA into a living organism is a complex process with numerous hurdles. Then there is the issue of habitat. While Siberia and parts of the Arctic could, in theory, support a reintroduced population of mammoths, the environment has changed significantly since they last walked the Earth. Questions remain about whether these ecosystems could truly sustain such a large herbivore and how their presence might impact existing wildlife. There are also ethical concerns to consider. Critics argue that scientists should focus on protecting species that are currently endangered rather than trying to bring back extinct ones. After all, many of the animals facing extinction today are suffering due to habitat loss, poaching, and climate change, problems that could worsen if resources are diverted toward de-extinction projects. Furthermore, the woolly mammoth was part of a larger Ice Age ecosystem, much of which no longer exists. Would a resurrected mammoth live a natural life, or would it be more of a biological curiosity kept in controlled environments? In spite of these concerns, the project has its defenders, particularly among those who believe that the scientific knowledge gained from attempting de-extinction could lead to breakthroughs in other fields. The technology used to bring back extinct animals could potentially be applied to preserving endangered species, or even curing genetic diseases. From this perspective, the Woolly Mammoth Project is about more than just reviving a lost species. It's about pushing the boundaries of genetic science in ways that could benefit future generations. For history enthusiasts, this project offers a fascinating window into the past, while simultaneously pointing to the future. The woolly mammoth, once a symbol of prehistoric times, could become a symbol of human ingenuity and scientific advancement. As we stand on the brink of potentially seeing these majestic creatures return to the Earth, the endeavor connects us to ancient history, reminding us of the deep ties between humanity and the natural world. Whether or not we will see a woolly mammoth by 2028 remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. The project itself is reshaping how we think about life, extinction, and our role in preserving the planet's biodiversity.